This tape is a production of All Roads Ministry. It is from the hotline, which means assistance we give to Catholics who call in trying to defend or evangelize the faith. These conversations were recorded live over the telephone.
I guess we're ready. Hang on. What the heck happened with Jewish? Invincible native in Timbuktu, right?
Yes.
Okay, now, before he answers the question, Jesus says, "Do not cast your pearls before swine, do not give what is holy to dogs, lest they trample it. Pearls will, and swine will eat your pearls." What does it mean? Don't give unto people who are going to be of such an inclination as to destroy or treat with contempt that which is holy. So we say to people in our missalettes, and if you happen to be a non-Catholic, please don't come up to receive communion. Why? Because it would be giving something holy to swine.
Okay.
Now, can Jesus not judge in advance who is going to accept and reject his message?
Did he know in advance who would?
Yeah.
Of course, you know everything.
So why bother to waste your time with people who are not going to accept your message? And why not put them all in one place to make it convenient? Now, they're putting themselves in hell. God didn't put them there in the sense of that God didn't say, well, I'm going to make sure I put this guy here so he can't hear anything. What he says is the opposite. Since this guy will reject the mysteries when they're presented, why waste my time? I got a few enough priests as it is.
That's almost predestination.
Yes, and there is a Catholic concept of predestination understanding this, because there is a clear passage in, what is it, 1 Corinthians or Romans, in which it clearly says that those are going to be saved are predestined from all eternity to be saved.
Is that in Scripture?
Yes, and as Jesus also says something to the effect of, and the time will come that the elect would be deceived, even if that were possible. What does the elect mean? Elect, is related to the word select. Only those who God picks will be saved.
So what's the point of even sending missionaries to these places?
Well, it's for the sake of the missionaries. But it's also for the sake of that maybe there's that one guy there who's going to listen. God will arrange to get a missionary to him. Just so people like you won't have qualms about saying, what about that guy in the middle of Timbuktu? If there's one guy there, the missionary get there. Hey, a few people converted among the American Indians when the Jesuits came over. Not many, a few. Why? Because God said, these people will pay attention, so I'll send a missionary over for them. And when it happens, you get a missionary come over, and you get converted.
Well, what about free will? I mean,
What about free will?
These people don't even have a chance then.
Of course they do. Let me give you a quick example, okay? Do you like broccoli?
Yes, I do.
All right. What vegetable do you really hate?
Asparagus.
Okay. If I gave you a choice between asparagus and your favorite flavor of ice cream, which would you take?
The ice cream.
Wait a minute. What about free will here?
You gave me a choice.
Not only that, you know what, Jim? I could bet and make money on it. I could predict in advance what you were going to pick. Right?
Yeah.
But what about free will? Haven't you violated your free will, Jim?
Well, I made a choice between...
Oh, but you make the same choice every time, right?
Yeah, I
And it's predestined that you will make that same choice every time. I will say, Jim, very good dinner. Now, for dessert, we have asparagus here or chocolate ice cream. Which would you prefer? Do you think I should even ask you?
No.
Now, did I predestine your choice?
Yeah.
I did?
Well, no.
I just didn't waste my time bothering to take the asparagus out of the refrigerator.
Exactly.
Why should I waste my time doing it?
You should not waste your time taking the asparagus out.
Exactly. And Jesus says, don't cast your pearls before swine, and don't give what is holy to dogs. Hey, did you ever bother to read why he spoke in parables?
So wasn't it better for these people that they not be born?
In a sense, yes, and in a sense, no. In the sense that it's better, well, you mean not conceived. You could argue that life is a gift. No, of course not. And you could argue that they still have a chance for salvation. Of course. You still have a chance at the asparagus. You can have it. All you do is ask for it, right?
Right.
But you never ask for it. But you can have it anytime you want it.
Yeah.
So all these people got to do is ask for it, and they'll get it. But they're not going to ask for it.
That's rough.
No, it isn't.
I can't think of any argument against it.
There is no argument against it. That's why. But you see, what you said was rough. That's exactly the point, and that is what you sort of alluded to before. The liberalism of the professor is based on the concept that they don't want to face the facts of life, which are rough. The whole women's movement is based on the fact that women shouldn't be judged by their appearance. When in fact, that's about all we ever judge them by. And you get a woman who's got an unattractive body